everybody, welcome to the Power of Renegade. This is Professor Ron again out here in the race shop, and I wanted to share a little tech tip with you. Doesn't have to do with fuel or the oil necessarily, but I know a lot of us build our own engines, put our own performance packages together, saves on costs, make sure we get what we're paying for, plus we enjoy doing it. But one of the things that a lot of guys don't realize, and even some engine builders don't realize, is the amount of flex that's in a cast iron block. So a trick that I learned from NHRA Pro Stock Phenom Bob Glidden, 10-time world champion, 85 national event wins. One of the things, Bob never built an engine on an engine stand. Well, now while I use an engine stand, the one thing that I do is, and you'll see right behind me, this hydraulic jack and a little block of wood. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but we need to support the front end of that engine. So if you take a look and you've got a block on the stand and you're hanging it from the mounting surface back on the belt housing, which that's how they all mount and we've all done it for years, you put a straight edge across the deck surface of the cylinders, you let that block hang, and if it's a stock block, say whether it's a Ford or a Chevy or a smaller big block, doesn't really matter, that block hanging by those bolts off the belt housing, you put a straight edge across that deck surface and you'll find as much as 6 to 7 thousandths out of flat. That block actually flexes that much. It also pulls those back two cylinders out around. So we can see, up to 2 or 3 thousandths out around in those cylinders. That's not what we're wanting on our performance package. We spent the money to get this thing torque plate honed and get everything assembled. The pistons fitted right. We file fit the rings. And that's the other thing. When you go to file fit those rings for each cylinder, make sure you've got the front of that block supported so those back two cylinders aren't out around. Again, doesn't have to be fancy. I like to use a little hydraulic jack and a block of wood, but it can definitely improve the sealing of that engine, which is going to improve your performance. And the better you do, the better we do. See you on the track.